Okay, good morning students. Today in MBA 4th semester we are going to deal the topic that is known as factors in strategic choice. Okay, in this topic we are going to discuss all those factors which is going to affect, okay, objective as well as the subjective factors which are going to affect the entire strategic choice. Okay, this is a very important topic where we are going to consider that what are those factors by which the choice of a strategy, okay, as we know that strategic analysis and choice, all these two topic is being related, is being correlated with each other. Okay, and in this earlier the analysis of the strategies is being done with respect to its environment, with respect to its atmosphere, with respect to each and every factors which are going to affect the entire environment or atmosphere of the organizations. Okay, as we have studied earlier in this chapter about various factors, various techniques, corporate level strategies, business level strategies, and most of the strategies we have studied in this unit. Okay, and on the basis of that we are going to develop that how the factors, what are those factors which are going to affect the strategic choice of an organization. Okay, in this there are two factors which are going to affect the strategic choice. Okay, those two factors are divided into two parts, that is internal factors as well as the external factors. If we talk about the internal factors, then internal factors are all those factors on the basis of which we are going to choose the strategies. Okay, the strategy choice is being made with respect to the factors which are inside the boundary of an organization. Okay, under it, what are those factors which we are going to consider? Those are, number one, management. Okay, so management is what? Management is the very first factor which is being related to the internal factors, where the entire strategic choice is being done. We have to look upon the management, we have to consider the management, we have to find out that what are those points which are being related to the management, and accordingly we are going to select that. Okay, the next one is what? The marketing factors. This is also a kind of internal factor where all those marketing strategies which we are going to apply, okay, we have to, where we are going to look upon the strategy, where the strategy is being chosen at that time, what is being done, we are going to look upon the marketing part also, where the product determination, the price of the product, the promotion as well as the place is being determined. Okay, and the third internal factor is what? Finance is also a very important internal factor which is a functional part. Okay, and in this financial factor we are going to look upon the flows, the sources, the investments. Okay, all those things would be considered, and accordingly we are going to shape the strategies, we are going to frame the strategies, we are going to choose the strategies while looking upon the financial factors of an organization also. Okay, the fourth important one is what? Human resource. As we all know that human resource is a very important factor. Okay, in this human resource we are going to look upon various factors starting from the job description, starting from the job analysis, starting from the job specification, recruitment, selection, performance. Okay, performance of the job performances as well as industrial relations. Most of the things are being considered in the human resource part. In this human resource part, if we are going to make the strategies, if we are going to choose the strategies, then before choosing the strategy we have to look upon all those factors relating to the human resource factors, and we have to find out that whether those human resource factors are suitable, compatible to the strategies which we are going to choose. Okay, the fifth important strategy, the fifth important factor, internal factor, that is production or operations factor. As we know, production and operation factor is a very important factor. Okay, this is what? The operational activities. It is being related to day-to-day operational activities, that the people who are working in the organizations, what they are going to do daily in the organization, what are their operations in the organization, what are their activities in the organizations, what are their work in the organizations, how their schedules are being carried in the organization, how their routines are being carried in the organization. All those factors, all those things are being considered in the production and operations part. In this production and operation part, we are going to look upon the internal factors, that is the production and operations internal factors, where we are going to look upon all those factors, and before choosing the strategy we have to look upon the production and the operations part also. And the last one is what? The research and development. In this research and development part, we are going to look upon the research and development activities, that what are those research and development which is being done in the organization, how the research are being done, how what kind of development is being done, and accordingly we are going to look upon, we are going to choose the strategies of the organization. Okay. So these are the important factors which should be considered in the internal factors while choosing the strategy of an organization. The other important factor which should be considered while choosing the strategy of an organization, that is the external factors. Okay, so in this external factor we are going to look upon various things that is being related to the economy part. In this we are going to do, we are going to look upon the economy of an organization, that what kind of economy the organization is having, and how the economy of the entire organization or the economy of the entire nation or the world is going to affect our strategy. On that basis also we are going to choose at which kind of economy we are prevailing with, how the economic system which is being dealt at that particular market, how they are going to affect the strategy which we are going to choose. Okay, the next one is what? Political is also a very important factor. In this political factor, what we are going to look upon, we are going to look upon various political aspects and various licensing aspects, as well as various government policies and things which should be considered, which is being shown in this political part. Okay, and the third factor is what? Social factor. Social factor is also a very important factor. In this, from the social factor, we are going to consider, we are going to find out various important points related to the society, where we are going to run our organization, where we are going to play with the strategy which we are going to choose. Okay, so that is known as what? Social factor. The fourth important one is what? Technological factor. Technological factor is also a very important factor, because as we know that technology is a very important part, and today each and every organization is considering itself, is upgrading its technology with regard to the technology which is being prevalent in the market. So while looking upon those technologies, while upgrading ourselves with those new technologies, with current technologies, we are going to survive in the market. So our strategies are also being chosen while looking upon the technologies, that what kind of technology we are going to deal with, and how these technologies are going to affect the entire organization. And the last important factor, that is the competitive factor. In this competitive factor, we are going to look upon the competition part, that what is the competition, what is the level of competition in the market, whether what is the position of ours in the market with respect to our competitors, what are those strategies which is being selected and chosen by our competitors, how many number of competitors are there, what is the market size of the competitors. All these factors are what? All these factors are the factors related to the competition, which is a very important factor. And while choosing the strategy, we are going to consider these factors also, because if we are not going to consider the competitive factors, then we have left somewhere in the market, and we don't know that how the strategies would be made and how the factors would be considered while looking upon the strategies. Okay, so there are two types of internal factors as well as the external factors. These internal and external factors are going to be considered in the market, with the help of which we are going to look upon various kinds of strategies. Okay, internal factors, as we have studied, that these two factors are very important factors which is being considered while choosing any strategies. Those are what? Once again I am reading, those are what? Internal factor and external factor. Under internal factors, the points which should be considered are management, marketing, finance, human resource, production or operations, as well as research and development. Okay, and in the external factors, the points which should be considered are economy, political, technological and competitive. Okay, so this is a very important topic, and before considering the choice, as we have studied in this chapter, the entire chapter of strategic analysis and choice, that first what is being done, first analysis is being done, and analysis are being done on various factors. On the analysis factors, we have studied about the analysis on the basis of corporate level analysis on the basis of business level, or that is known as what, SBU, strategic business unit level strategy analysis. After analyzing, the second important part, that is the strategic choice, and strategies are being chosen while considering different types of strategies which is being made, and among those strategies, among those alternatives, we are going to choose one of the best strategy, that is known as what, strategic choice. And while choosing the strategy, these two important factors are being considered. Those are internal factors and the external factors. Okay, thank you to all of you.